What it up? What's up? What's up? What it do? What it do? Yes, sir. Sandor Martin versus Mikey Garcia. Hell of an upset last night. It was a hell of an upset. Um, Great boxing by Sandor Martin. I mean, don't know the guy, never heard of the guy. He's from Spain, but it was a hell of a fight. Very explosive. I really enjoyed this fight. It just seemed like lately, since the end of September to now, it's just been a lot of, I don't know. It's just like Manny Pacquiao lost, Anthony Joshua lost, Deontay Wilder lost, now Mikey Garcia lost. It's just, I don't know. It's just a lot of fights been going the other direction, and it's kind of shocking to me. It's like a bad month to fight. Um, hey, I got a Jameer Herring and Stevenson fight coming up. Never know who will win that one, huh? Yeah, but like I said, it was a great fight. This guy, Sandor Martin, come to fight. This guy was not afraid of Mikey Garcia, who hadn't fight for 20 months. Mikey Garcia hadn't fought for like 20 months. You could definitely see the ring rust in there. He was very slow. He just looked kind of awkward in there. He didn't look like the same Mikey Garcia that I'm used to seeing. Um, he kept coming forward, but this guy, Sandor Martin, knew how to fight on the back foot. He knew how to use lateral movement and just not stay stationary in front of a guy like a Mikey Garcia. Several times, Mikey Garcia got Sandor against the ropes, but Sandor was able to get out of it by countering and just punching his way out. You know, um, it was an awesome fight. I Mikey just like again very slow. Like I said, he kept coming, but those counters kept him off of Sandor Martin. I've seen Mikey get hit with several check hooks, and the countering was just off the chain. It was like I said, it was a very very good fight, but that's what happens, man. You got to stay busy in the sport of boxing. You can't just take 20 months off and just come and say, "Hey, I'm gonna fight this dude here from Spain." Man, you better do your research. Obviously, this guy is just not someone sitting on the sofa. You know what I'm saying? Um, this guy did what he was supposed to do by beating you. It's a major upset. He just put his name on the wall forever. You know, beating you, and then he caught. This fight was not at welterweight. I think it was a catch weight of 144. So this guy right here, his name is on the wall now. He's on the radar because he beat you, Mikey Garcia, who's considered a elite fighter on everybody's list. You know, I just see that, you know, this whole COVID thing, everybody just relaxing and everything like that. Fighters, you gotta stay active. There's no such thing as just staying away from boxing for a long period of time and then coming back in there thinking you're gonna get you an easy fight. There's no easy fights out there, as you can see now. Mikey Garcia got his ass starched by some guy that nobody knew, from Spain. Sandor Martin. This dude was active on him, was using lateral movements, knew how to fight from the back foot, was countering the hell out of Mikey. And Mikey kept on trying to figure out this puzzle, and there was no figuring out. There was no figuring out Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin beat him. That's just what it is. This guy won a majority decision. One judge had it 95-95, and the other two judges had it 97-93. I scored the fight myself, you know, and I had it 96-94. So it definitely, and I tell you what, it's a damn shame I was sitting there, watching the fight saying, man, I hope they don't rob this dude. I hope they don't rob this dude, Martin. I shouldn't have to worry about, you know, opponents being robbed in boxing, but it's so common. It's a common thing that happens in boxing. People get robbed, out of victories. But they didn't rob him, and I'm satisfied with the decision. It was great for boxing last night to see an awesome fight as such. Not good that Mikey lost, but knowing Mikey will come back for a rematch and avenge that loss. I mean, that's just how Mikey is. Mikey's gonna come back and put on a boxing clinic. His corner didn't seem like they had a worry for some obvious reason. They thought because Mikey kept coming forward, that would win him the fight. But the judges saw it differently. The judges saw a man putting them hands on Mikey's ass, and that cost Mikey the fight. You're not the aggressive one because you have him on the rope. When you have him on the ropes, I mean, this guy's fighting off the back foot. This guy's fucking punching his way out, countering your ass, backing you up. I saw him turn you around a couple of times. So I saw a lot of shit. I mean, his punch placements was right on point. I mean, this dude was handling his business. I can't take nothing away from Mr. Sandor Martin. What I can say is, Mikey García thought he was just gonna walk in there and this was gonna just be a walk in the park with somebody that nobody knew, he didn't know. That's why the fight had no advertisement, and it was in a little small ass location that nobody really knew about, and his ass got stunned. The entire boxing world got stunned. We all saw Mikey, suffer another defeat, and this time by the hands of someone that no one's familiar with. His first loss was by Errol the Truth Spence. We all know who he is. We all know he's an awesome boxer. We took nothing away from Mikey for losing to Errol Spence. But this guy right here, all punishment intended. You want to fight a light touch? Well, you thought it was a light touch. I know you did, because, like I say, he didn't want to fight Regis Prograis. Regis been calling that ass out. He didn't want to fight Regis, so hey, I would rather have saw him lost by a guy like a Regis Prograis opposed to this guy right here that nobody knows. That's the kind of shit I try to tell. I try to say to these boxers. Peace, Mark Blake. Peace, Mark. Nice to have you on here, my brother. That's just the big thing I want to say to these fighters. I'd rather see you lose to a named contender opposed to somebody that nobody knew. If you'd have lost to a Regis Prograis, we wouldn't have considered that an upset. We just would have said, oh, Mikey lost to Regis. We all know Regis is a hell of a fighter. Just name any fight. I mean, sometimes these boxers duck the better fight. Oh, language is better. They duck the opponents that the fans want to fight. Other champions, and then they end up fighting a lesser opposition, and then they end up losing to that lesser opposition. And that's just the thing that just burns my soul. You should have fought a Regis Prograis at the 144 or 143, whatever weight class you wanted. And definitely, like Mark Blake said, cherry pick gone wrong. Period. Another case of that shit. Cherry pick gone wrong. Probably say, oh man, nobody know this dude. I'm gonna go in there, give me some light touches, make me a quick bag, and after I get this quick bag, I'm gone. But it went, it didn't work for you. In boxing, that shit happens a lot. It happens a lot. Just can't go out there and try to get a light touch. No such thing as a light touch, because you don't know. This dude told y'all a couple of days before the fight he wasn't gonna be a light touch. He was gonna get in that ass. Pause. He was gonna do exactly what he did. And as you can hear the commentators last night, they said it, man. This man said he was gonna do exactly what he did. You thought he was bullshitting, but he wasn't bullshitting. And like I said, it was a stunning upset. I mean, I was just laying back watching the fight, and round, starting to think round two or three, I had to sit up correctly, like, whoa, this dude that came to fight. These dudes laying hands on Mikey ass. Although I thought maybe Mikey was going to catch him with something because, Mikey was landing some punches. It just, this dude had like a glass, had a glass jaw. The jaw was strong. I mean, he wasn't going nowhere. He wasn't going nowhere. He came to fight. And Mikey ultimately realized that. And that's why he tried to put his foot on the gas in the later rounds where it was too late. This guy already had sealed the deal. At that point, I already had him. Mikey needed a knockdown. He needed a knockout in order to win or tie the fight up. And I didn't see it happening because Martin had done enough already to where he already had this in the bag. But like I said, another great fight. Another great fight. I mean, so far October's been lit. October has been lit, man. Mikey gonna take the rematch, and I think Mikey will come back and Mikey will defeat this guy in the rematch. If Mikey Garcia do not defeat this guy in the rematch, boxing world, you have a new contender out there in the 140 or 147. I don't know what the hell he normally fight at, but you have a new contender out there blazing. Because like I said, beating somebody like Mikey ain't just beating anybody. We all know that. So thank you for joining me today, Mr. Mark Blake. I just want to go out there and I just wanted to put that out there on Mikey Garcia. And with that being said, man, it's this guy right here stunned the world. He's stunned the world. I can guarantee you for the next fight, they're going to have all the advertisements and promotion in the world because they already know everybody want to see this rematch. This rematch going to be the shit. This rematch going to be the shit. But they better hope that Mikey don't get put on his ass. Don't lose his rematch. Because if he does, whew, it'll be a double stun. And with that being said, this is Nick, BNboxingNews, and I'm out. Peace, and we out of here.